What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tasia, and I'm thinking about just sitting here and do a quick story time of how it is living with a deaf mother. First of all, I just want to say, welcome me back. But yeah, just a quick story time of how it is living with a deaf mother, growing up with a deaf mother, doing everything with a deaf mother. So, when I was first and foremost, my mother taught me how to do sign language. As soon as I was born, she just threw sign language in my face. Like, of course, I'm not gonna pick it up right then and there, but she just threw it to me and just talked to me in sign language. And I was doing it since I was 6 months old because I picked up on it very fast. Doctors told her that I was very smart and stuff because I used to do all types of sign language and stuff. Hold on, let me get comfortable because I'm uncomfortable. Okay. So basically, I've been doing this since I was 6 months. I'm 21 now, so about 20 years and a half. But yeah, I was doing it since 6 months. My hair looks crazy. But bear with me, it's early in the morning. I mean, just a quick little story time because I just wanted to share this part of me with y'all. But I was 6 months doing it. Growing up with a deaf mother, my mother always tell me stories like when I was little, they didn't have like technology that they do have now. So when people used to knock at her door, I guess I was like 2 or 3, and people would knock at her door and she wouldn't know, and she told me that I would point at the door. Basically, he's telling her that somebody was at the door, and she said she was like, "What's wrong?" And when she would open the door, she would see someone there, and she would be like, "How did you know?" Like, I just basically told my mama everything. Like, that she couldn't hear, I was her ears. You feel me? When I got into school, kids used to say stupid stuff to me. Like, I don't think it was like in elementary school. It might have been in elementary school, like 5th grade, but I know in middle school, they would always ask me like, how do your mom hear you talk? Or how do she know to do this? How does she know to drive? How does she know to watch TV? Stupid questions like that. And I'm like, I would be so annoyed. It would make me so mad. So I would say I was I won't say I was an angry child, but people asking me stuff like that made me angry. Like, you asked me the most stupidest question ever. Like, she didn't hear me here. She didn't hear me talk. I said she didn't hear me here. Duh. She didn't hear me talk. She didn't hear the TV. She knew how to drive, of course. Why would the state that we was in give her a license if she didn't know how to drive? Well, maybe I should tell y'all the story about how she became deaf, because she was not born deaf. So when she was about, I think, 3, she had a fever, and my grandmother took her to the hospital, and they operated on her right here, somewhere right here, and she still has the bald spot right here because she had surgery right here, and she had nerve damage. Hold on. Anyways, so she had surgery. She still got the scar here. The hair won't grow, but she caught a fever, and she got really sick or whatever. Basically, kind of like the Helen Keller story, but she not Helen Keller. She just went blind. She just went deaf. She didn't go blind, but she had a real bad fever, and they gave her surgery right here, and the doctors accidentally cut her nerve while giving her surgery, and she died on the operating table twice, and they revived her twice. And I wish my grandma was here, she would tell y'all, but my grandma has passed, so God rest her soul. They actually sued the hospital for that, but they revived her twice. And that's when she woke up. I mean, when she was after her surgery or whatever. I mean, she could still hear, but it was like not like she used to hear. Like it was her hearing was faint. Like she could barely, like you would have to yell at her to hear her. And then I guess as she grew older, it got worse and worse. And by the time she was like 9 or 10, she went completely deaf, and that's how my mother became deaf. But yeah, like I was saying about people asking the stupid questions, they would ask me stupid questions like that, and it would make me mad. And I would be, I was young, so I was embarrassed for my mother to come around. Now I don't care. Like, you talk about my mama, I'm just gonna have to. Anyways, but back then I was embarrassed, and I used to be embarrassed because they always ask me questions, or they always staring, or they like, oh, you know sign language? Like, duh, you staring at me while I'm doing sign language, but you asking me, do I know sign language? But yeah, they used to do stuff like that. And growing up, like, we'll go to appointments, and they like, oh, can you interpret for her? Can you do this and for her? Like, they wouldn't do stuff by the books. They wouldn't like request her interpreter and stuff, and it would make her so mad. Going to stores, she'll pay for something, swipe her card, and they would hand me the receipt. Like, my mother was unable to read her receipt just because she was deaf, and that would piss her off. That one right there pissed her off all the time. And she'll take the receipt, and she'll like do her hand motion and tell them like, she ain't no adult, give it to me. But yeah, I mostly helped my mama with everything. I helped her at appointments. I helped her at going out places. Let me turn this off. I helped her going out places. I helped her when my brother was born. I helped her a lot with that. I just helped her a lot. Like, growing up with a deaf mother, I mean, it's no different than growing up with a mother that can hear, but the only difference is she don't know what your voice sound like. She don't know if you can sing. She don't know if you can't sing. She can't tell you if you know how to sing or nothing. Let me see. What was that? What else was bad about it? I mean, I wouldn't really say it was bad just because she was deaf, but like, that's how it was. Like, she couldn't hear. That's it. I know I mean, her being deaf, I would say that I cussed earlier than I was supposed to, but she didn't find out till like I was older. So yeah, I cussed earlier than I was supposed to. I would say that, but that don't mean I disrespected her. I didn't curse and disrespect her. I cursed just to curse for myself and for my own enjoyment. Growing up, I thought it was cool, you know? Like, we all thought retarded shit was cool. Like, but yeah, I cursed way earlier than I say I should have. But yeah, growing up with a deaf mother is just like growing up with a regular mother. She just can't hear how you sound. She don't know what you're saying. My mother can't actually read my lips because she's known me for so long. But people I meet, they be like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, you should really go to school for that. And I think about it, but then I'll do research, and then I get so frustrated, and then I don't do it. But yeah, my mother, everybody loves my mother. Like, they'll call her mama. They want to spend the night all the time. She'll cook for people. She'll get her last to people. She just like a normal sweet mother who can't hear. Like I said, like, it's that simple. But I don't really know like what else to tell y'all. I just know that I grew up with a deaf mother. But yeah, my mother was not born deaf. She was given an operation, and it made her deaf. They cut off her nerve, and there's just something about me that y'all did not know. Just a little quick video. But yeah. Okay, but that was all for this video. I had to stop it because Somebody pulled up and it was all in my business. But yeah, that was all. I just wanted to share that with y'all because it's a fact about me. Because dang, y'all know I do sign language. But I'm doing another video later. It's gonna be a Q&A. Wait, am I doing a Q&A later? Yeah, I'm doing a Q&A, and that's gonna be the video. So I'll hit y'all up later.